I would consider around 70% of my life being spent alone. Doesn't matter whether I have people around me, surrounding me, or I'm just by myself. If I feel alone in my mind, it's just me, myself, and I when my brain feels it. So with the time I spent alone, what does this 70% look like? It's morning time and I'm really fucking tired. Don't necessarily feel alone because when I'm in the morning, I'm just getting prepared and doing my morning routine to transition to the afternoon. And this is where it all starts to hit. I'm working on my YouTube videos, my shorts. I'm studying for my classes, doing the homework. I'm watching multiple videos, podcasts to get more information. None of those cause a loneliness reaction because they're very fulfilling. But what does cause it is when I go onto Instagram and scroll through people's posts, or when I'm watching a TV show and it shows a genuine bond and happiness between two or more people. It causes that sense of loneliness in my mind because that's what I desire. I want to be happy like the people I see on the internet or on TV, but I can't because I'm all alone. I don't have friends to play video games with. I don't have friends I constantly talk to every day. At the very most, I talk to one or two people every single day, and that's like a typical Monday for me. How did it even get to this point? How did I get so alone? It all started when my best friend left me, abandoned me. I honestly don't really know what I did wrong. It just happened out of nowhere. I mean, I tried my best. I did everything to try fix what's left. I texted, called, I tried setting up a hangout to, reconnect what's going on. It just ended like that. And the worst part was I just got replaced like that. Got no response for like a week. After that, I find out that person has a new best friend, and I'm questioning what did I do wrong? What was wrong with me? Did this person just hate being around me? Did this person not want to socialize with me? Was I the problem? Because if you find someone that quickly like that, it was a lot running through my mind. It was so much, and this made me see the world as a more fucked up place. I was so happy in this moment of comfort with my best friend when we're hanging out, but now that I lost that, my heart and soul just got blown away. Now I wasn't happy, and it made me realize no matter how hard I tried to fix that relationship, I can't change people. And if I can't change the people around me, I have to change everything about me, because I have no idea why it ended, but I blamed it on myself. I had to change. After getting my heart broken, I was in a depressive state. I didn't know what to do really, and I stumbled upon this.
Adonis. What kind of man do you think Adonis is? Weak or strong?
You are shamed for simply wanting to be a man and embrace masculine values.
And now to do, everybody have to learn to do it.
Self-improvement videos. Stumbling upon this type of content is what changed me. It was really nice because they taught me lessons about self-love, discipline, communication skills, living a healthier, better lifestyle, and just being better as a person. Self-improvement taught me to do my work, especially when I didn't feel like it. So my homework, I would never get a late assignment. I would never fail a test. I would keep working on editing my YouTube videos and any other class projects that I had. Never thought about once giving up, because I was just locked in. I also started to reject eating processed, unhealthy foods and living towards a more balanced diet. It made me feel better as a person, made me feel more fit, someone who's actually proud of looking and flexing their body, right? Because that was something I was very insecure about before. All these previous things made me mentally stronger, made me less insecure. It also helped me keep the mindset of the student to always keep learning and not have some type of big massive ego thinking you're always right when you're clearly not. But most importantly, I slowly stopped giving a fuck about what other people thought. But with all these positive benefits I got from the self-improvement industry, there was just some things that my journey did not fix. I would get all this information watching YouTube videos and short form content, and I was making myself a much better person doing it. Or at least that's what I thought in my mind. And when you pull it back a bit, ultimately I was spending most of my time on a screen, looking at these videos over and over again. It was basically watching the same broad advice over and over again, and it just felt so good. I wanted to keep watching it because it was just a sense of approval that I was doing something right, even though half the time I was not taking action to improve my life. So when I turned off the screen and looked around, there was no one there. Nobody saying, "Good job, Russell. You're doing a great job. You are improving yourself every single day. You completely changed my life." Self-improvement made me think I should cut off every single friend I didn't deem valuable to my life. And to a certain extent, I do agree with this statement, but I went a little bit overboard, cutting off almost every single one of my friends because I didn't deem them as valuable to someone I could, make a business off of or have a genuine connection with after high school. I had to make so many sacrifices to just do my work because this is what the guys preach, or at least this is what I thought needed to be done to be successful. These sacrifices, these cutoffs were hurting me mentally and affecting my physical performance as well. But I thought it was okay because I thought this was the steps I needed to take in order to reach the top and ultimately prove everybody wrong. I was chasing success without realizing what I was doing to myself. And this caused me to go in and out of depression. Nostalgia was hitting me every single night because of how lonely I was. And I was just reminiscing the good times, the good memories when I had so much happiness, so much fun. And now I gave it up for some work behind the screen, hoping this will pop off. I liked being alone, but I didn't like feeling lonely. Being alone created a more educated, more mature person, but being lonely created a sad human being regretting his mistakes every single day. I was getting all my work done. I was making a lot of progress in my journey. I was wiser, I was more mature, but it made me into someone who sucked his entire soul out for this little bit of progress that's on my YouTube channel. It wasn't sustainable, and I was on pace to failing my dreams. So, summer break just starts, and I decide I think it's time to change things up. I can't deal with this over and over again. And yes, I was still going through that phase in and out over and over again through summer, being depressed. But towards the end, and by the time school starts, my perspective started to change about things. Regardless of their passions or their personality, I enjoyed socializing with people that I cared about. I've been listening to podcasts left and right during the summer and during my time at school now, and I'm realizing how valuable relationships are, how they are essential to extending your life, to improve your work ethic, and how our primal instincts desires to be in a group, because without a group, you're essentially gonna die, and that's what you're doing in the inside. You're dying on the inside when you're isolating yourself. If I want to be a potato bumhead and waste my life away behind this nostalgic depression, all I had to do was absolutely nothing to change my life and make a difference to my situation. If I wanted to make myself happier in life, I had to take action to change, to be better. So realizing the value of relationships, this time I didn't want to go back and watch self-improvement content over and over again to fix my situation, because again, it's like the same broad advice that's already in my brain. I had it, I just had to think and access and pull it out and just take action. This time it was my turn to create a story, not these guys giving these tips. It was my turn.
First, put more trust in my friends. Hopefully you can see this. The trust issues PTSD I experienced before, the embarrassing insecurities I have. My friends need to know who I am and what I'm going through as a person. They think I'm doing well for myself, when in reality, I'm not. I'm depressed. I just realized, okay, well, I have a list and I don't have a second or third option. So that's what I'm doing. It may not be perfect, but it's making me happier. You can see the smiley face right here, right? I need to sacrifice a little bit of work to make me significantly more happy. Isolation isn't what brings you joy. It's the social connections that do. Alright, please go back to another one. This is so bad. The lighting is absolute garbage. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and all the fun and enjoyment from the hangouts are all over. I'm back in my room. all alone. I regret sacrificing my entire social and family life for work. Compromises must be made, but it should never be put to an extent where you're an extreme psychopath to keep pushing through this type of suffering. I had to learn and accept being alone. I had to let it be a time for personal growth, to get work done, because in reality, no one is with you 24/7 but yourself. But I also couldn't let being alone be a time for negative emotions. It would affect my work drastically, and staying connected to my friends and hanging out with them once or twice a week was a good enough compromise for me. It helped me get my work done without feeling so depressed at the same time. If you want to change anything, you better make yourself do it, not someone else. Okay, that was really good. 18 minutes. And that's probably we cut down to like 8.